Today on the bench at the House of Brass, we have Mr. Darren West. How you doing today, baby?
Oh, I can't complain, cuz.
You good?
Thanking God, that's it.
I'm glad you was able to come out in this rainy weather.
That's what they say when you're going down on that day. If you're going in your grave and it's a rainy one, it's a blessed one, you're going straight to the angels.
That's why I like talking to you. You always got them gangster sayings, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, if you sit around like my family, I come from like my mom and them, my uncle and them, it was always important, like they got something to tell you.
Yeah.
I don't care if you think you a gangster or whoever you might, what life ever you want to portray, they're going to sit you down.
Yeah. So, we're going to talk about your second line history. Can you remember, before we start, where you're from?
I'm from New Orleans.
You're from New Orleans. What part of New Orleans?
I'm from the 12th Ward to the 11th Ward to the 1.5 to the 9th Ward.
So you
from Carrollton.
So you a little
uptown, baby.
And you some
downtown, baby.
You all over.
For sure.
And you West Bank too.
For sure.
That's what. So it's not nothing that you claim. You just
you can go over there.
New Orleans.
Any legendary person from New Orleans that did something or that been a part of something, I guarantee you, might not all be positive, but they know me.
That's what's up. So do you remember your first experience witnessing a second line?
Oh, the teeny bopper.
You was that young?
Man, I got an uncle and my mom and them. I got to tell you, my family, my uncle used to walk us from the St. Thomas off of Religious Street all the way to wherever it's at. You walking. That's why, like in the new song, like you hear Gil say, I'm not a U-Haul engine. I'm a walking engine. I'm going to walk from that engine from my house all the way to wherever it's at. And I'm coming through your hood and you see me. That's what my uncle used to do with us. My mom and them, my Uncle June, all of us.
So that was uptown or downtown?
You can say that's my uptown family.
That was your uptown family. So you basically witnessed a lot of uptown second lines. Like in this community right here, I mean, it's a fact that uptown has a lot of second lines. And it's everybody bring a beautiful element to the culture. You have uptown, have their elements. Downtown, you have the 9th Ward, and even Pell on the West Bank.
Correct.
You can't knock it. It all makes up this beautiful culture.
It does, because you got to remember, for one, rather if it was just uptown, it wasn't all uptown soldiers was in that community doing it. Because you got to think about it. You have people and soldiers that was out there in that time that created all this here and put things together. They all just didn't have it by themselves.
Okay.
They had somebody behind them telling them, look, this is how this go too.
Yeah, this is how you do it.
Yeah, because like ours, when we were second lining, we just didn't have a number or our name on there. It took from your gloves to the socks to the belts, the handkerchief, all that was engraved.
Okay.
It all depends on where you come from.
Yeah.
Like to me, if anything I want done or anything I feel I won't get did, Kevin was a good person, but Monk was always the person I go to.
And when you say Kevin, you mean Kevin?
Yeah, Kev used the second line with the 4.
You talk about Kevin Dunn?
Yeah.
All right. I just wanted to know what Kevin used, because I plan on having Kevin on here too. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So Kevin Dunn is like one of the designers.
One of the top designers.
One of the top designers of the streamers and fans in the second line culture.
Correct.
Monk, don't he do Indian?
He's been an Indian. Monk been with the Magnolias. Then who they are right now, all of them came from the project area to Coranda Lebaron area on the other side of the post office.
Okay.
These all been family members. So if, just like where Monk stay around Valence, you had Irvin Israel. He was off of Verone and around that area. He was doing his thing. Then you had Bo Dollars, all these peoples was the one group. Can you imagine that?
Wow.
Can you imagine that?
That's a lot of history in that group. I would love to start
If
documenting.
you go back, if you get Monk and Monk show you all his pictures when he was younger. Yes.
That's who it was with.
Bo
A
Dollars.
bunch of legends.
A bunch of them.
Yeah, a bunch of legends together.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I tell like Jawan when he be mad, like certain people be trying to say certain things to him, like be ugly. I say, listen, stop letting people trying to make you think you not when you are. Who are your grandfather? You know who my grandfather is? I say, no, who your grandfather? Monk.
Boom.
Leave it alone.
Yeah. That speaks for itself. That speaks for itself. What else can you say?
Right.
Yeah. So, what was the first club you second lined with?
Perfect Gentleman.
Perfect Gentleman. You remember what year that was?
No, I ain't.
You don't remember that year?
Hey, I want to go back to, I want to say maybe 93, 92, something like that.
Okay. All right. And that time of that era, how was it on the streets?
Or as the competition or the competition?
So it was a competition back there, and like in 92, 93, was it a hard competition?
It wasn't hard because everybody had their own style. So I mean, like, you know, you look at Steve Harvey, you look at Cedric, you know, different styles of suits. There's whoever bring it to your attention of what you like. So like back in the days on Canal Street, you go and get Janelli. Everybody know you got a Janelli silk shirt on.
Okay.
But if I go to No Wax and come in the club, where Bittles got that from? He must have got that from California somewhere.
Yeah.
So like, you know, half of my clothes, a friend of mine, she used to go to California all the time. So it was like, she bringing me raw silk pants back all the time for like just to wear. I'm not talking about for the second line club. So we already knew like what type of perm we were going at.
So the previous interview I did, the word that I got that Perfect Gentleman was full of the fly guys.
We were. I mean,
it was a full club. She said it was like 20 or 30 of y'all. It was that big?
We did.
Y'all had 20 or 30 people in that club?
Yes. You're talking about people that was in your hood.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just saying like we was just from uptown or we were just from out the Ninth Ward or downtown. We got people that wanted to parade and spent their money.
Well, Perfect Gentleman.
If you come in to spend your money, you can parade.
So a lot of people picked Perfect Gentleman because the characteristics that y'all had, the way y'all carry yourself, y'all was one strong unit. Yeah.
For real.
All right.
For real.
All right.
Like our kings, we picked our kings on like Mark Morial. We had
so let's rewind that. Mark Morial was a king.
One of our kings.
One of y'all kings.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that I like to hear. You know, I wasn't there to witness that. But for you telling me that puts it on my mind. I never knew that.
Right, because he was a nice leader in the community. He wasn't nobody like, you know, he was doing his thing. I mean, he was holding the city down in respectful ways. He was a part of the city. He didn't shy from anything.
Okay.
But he didn't, if you were doing wrong, he didn't put himself in that predicament neither.
Yeah. But he was also a part of that second line culture.
Of course.
And y'all welcomed him in, and he embraced it. I like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And you got to think about not just with. We could go on a lot of different things with Mark. I know about him personal, him and his brother Jock. But he made Cam Jones.
Okay. All right.
I mean, that's off the thing. But
yeah.
But he made Cam Jones.
Yeah. That's what's up. And I mean, during them days, what was the poppin' brass band back then?
Well, you know, Rebirth was there.
Rebirth.
You had the Olympians.
Okay.
You know, but us, we always took the youth on. We had the Little Rascals.
Okay.
The Little Rascals field that just passed. Yeah.
So, back then was Perfect Gentleman full of dancers, or how was it?
I mean, like I said, everybody had their own style. We wasn't trying to break nobody's neck, but we danced. We had our own little, not choreography, choreograph type thing. But we all dance together as a unit too. You know, we took times and import certain songs. We came as a whole.
Okay.
But then that song's like, oh, no, I don't want you next to me, cat. I'm about to show my back, you heard me? And literally, you know what I mean?
So you must have had that footwork. I just saw you bust that move, bro.
Oh, man, God is good. Man.
So look, every time I see you, you behind that grill. You know what I'm saying? I don't see you getting that beat. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, not really, because it's times like something may happen, like, and I just show up at the second line, man, where the food at, man? You standing your... Man, go get the truck. You tripping. Man, don't stand by me, man. You making me mad. You know, and I can tell my nephew and them this and my brother and them this, man, just come on for 5 minutes, man. Don't worry about that. They ain't going to trip on you.
Yeah.
And it take like Gerald, my friend from in 9 Times. Man, leave the man alone. Stupid. He just won't be out here with us for a minute.
So look, you said 9 Times. Back in the day, I did 9 Times parade. It had to be 2010 or 11. And this one, they had buku members. It had to be over 30 of them, bro. Yeah, that was one entertaining parade because it reminded me of what you just said. Everybody did their own thing in that club. You know, it wasn't just Plattenberg. It was everybody had their own way of entertaining. Right. And that whole parade was like it was different.
Everybody had their moments the whole time.
Yeah. And to witness that, you know, and when the Night War come out, they come out. They come hard, like for 9 Times, CTC, Big 9. They are very loyal. They show up. They have a good time. And they do the same thing for Treme and Uptown clubs. But
of course, because, you know, like even, you got to think about it. Every community is involved.
Yeah.
It's not the community not involved because there's some kid or some adult in that neighborhood that's out there. And your neighbor just excited to see you happy.
Yeah.
This is a rejoiceful day. This is not supposed to be a day of ugliness. This is a day for everybody to go out there and be happy. I got this something I want to show to everyone. Like, now how I'm going to present it, it's for all of us to put our head together and just be like.
Yeah. So when you paraded, tell me how it felt coming out that door. Can you put that in words?
You know, like when we pull, like even when we come out the High Regency, like.
So y'all came out the High Regency.
Yeah.
That was y'all spot to come out?
Yeah, that was right before Christmas.
Okay.
Or
was it before Christmas or was it in January?
No, it was right before Christmas.
So that date changed? Did that?
As time went on, it changed.
Okay.
But like even for Father's Day, I get out that rose. You talking about 8, 9, 10 roses turning around the corner. You think that's a wedding? You
Let's rewind that. What did you just say?
Rolls Royces.
That's what Perfect Gentlemen used to come out on Father's Day?
On Father's Day.
Yeah.
Like the day before the Little Rascals, we had the Little Rascals all over Uptown. They playing, we just getting the money to play. Come Sunday, they there before we start, before the parade start. Whoever playing for us, they playing before they start.
So to elaborate on this Father's Day parade, who will be able to explain to me more? Would that be Travis? Like, did Travis start that?
No, well, that was part of Perfect Gentleman. Like, it was at one time, it was just a 2-hour parade.
Correct.
Then we started to a 4-hour parade.
Okay. Yeah.
It was just something to do on Father's Day. We had khaki shorts on, Dickie outfits.
Yeah, I remember that with the bandana around y'all neck. Yeah. Yeah. And it was so unique to me to see y'all do something on Father's Day.
Yeah, just, because we all plan for women for no matter what, and we honored to do that. But at the same time, it was just a time for us just to still celebrate who we are and why we here.
Yeah, yeah. In the city, y'all had your own date and y'all come out again on Father's Day. That was something that's real unique. And look, you out there every Sunday. It's like people are kind of like they can't wait. Like if we miss a Sunday, like we missing tomorrow.
Right, it is.
The next for old new style, everybody go be out there.
Because it's the different style of everything that they're doing.
Yeah.
Not knocking no one,
Uh-huh.
but you have your style. Now, I mean, like, they might want to say they came in the game after Sidewalk,
Uh-huh.
or saying that they were there being like they branched off from Sudan to them,
Okay.
and from other clubs like around there, like you had the Money Wasters. So they had to build their brand off of the ones that was there.
Correct.
So if you know, like the Money Wasters, they were doing their things back in the days.
That's what I heard. Look, when I first documented Money Wasters Parade, it wasn't the Money Wasters that I hear about in the past. It was more like
Maybe it depends on who you interview.
No. I'm talking about when I not document. When I say document, I mean when I took pictures of them.
All right.
Yeah. This had to be like in 11, 12. The money wasters that I heard about in the past was really money wasters.
Right, they were. They spent their cash.
Yeah. And I think when I was able to document them, take pictures of it, it wasn't the same ones. Obviously, it's not the same today
as it was back then. No,
correct. That's what I'm trying to say.
Because even when I look at it, like us coming from behind, like money wasters, you know, different other people. Even you got to think about the people the Calio steppers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, you had people that was always finessed with their dressing. But like I say, I'm gonna wear some no wax and I can kill you with my shirt.
Yeah.
If I walk out there in some short underwear and a shirt with some, you could go to Kurt all you want on magazine. But I'm coming with some raw silk and I'm coming with this leather on this and you're gonna be like, oh man.
Yeah.
Man, go put them Gucci's up, man. They fake, man. Look at this man, man. Look at this man, man. You know, like, I mean, like, times we done had shoes, like, before people start wearing Murray's, we was, like, in Murray's with the ankle boots.
Yeah.
So people just be like.
So y'all had the Morris back then. Yeah. So, Money Wasters was definitely doing it. I never was able to witness the Calio steppers. How would that parade?
They were nice.
They was nice?
They were very nice.
Yeah.
They were very nice.
So they held it down uptown.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you got to think about it. Rose and Wall. You know what I'm saying? The Rose tablet.
I wish they still existed.
I wish so, too, because you know why? I mean, like, it would have kept us more grounded.
Yeah.
You know, like, even, like, you look at your parents that passed, certain parents could keep the family more grounded.
Correct.
And the younger the ones are making it more wilder.
Yeah.
So that when you don't have control and you're wilder, that make other people that want to be there not there.
Okay.
Now, back in the days, even though we know we had a chance of getting shot, even though we was at in the second line and doing our thing on Martin Luther King or Washington Avenue, you know that was the hot spot.
Yeah.
They never had no killings like at no second line.
Yeah.
Not at no second line.
Yeah. I mean, look, my sister starting to come out there with me a lot this year. She's really not into second lines, but she was able to witness it. It's beautiful. On the outside looking in, you know, you hear all the stories. We hear them too. But once you're able to see it firsthand, it's an attraction. It's like a magnet. You want to be a part of it. And look, dude, you real. I could vividly remember talking to you, and you'll say something like, look, don't go down that block. It's hot that week. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that because sometimes I don't know. And you know more than me, and you'll tell me off top, nah, don't go down there, bro. And I'll be kind of leery. I'll be like, nah, you know something? Let me just go ahead and make this U-turn right here. Even though that element is still out there, it's still a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful culture.
It's very much so is. I mean, like you said, like myself, I could get around Washington and Russia Blade by taps. You got them apartments over there. You got people everywhere, you know what I mean? But guess what? Whatever neighborhood I'm in, I'm smiling, I'm laughing, I'm talking to the whole community.
Yeah.
So whereas be like, oh, Bittles, man, it's your boy. Blah, 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 blah. So like me, I don't never feel like I'm in danger because all of them are people.
Yeah.
And I can go there and I can see some of them doing something wrong and be like, man, what's wrong? What you doing? Swoop? Come here. Man, go ahead, man.
Yeah.
All right, B, man. Thank you, bro. I'm glad I saw you this morning. No, thank God, my man.
Well, that's you. You got that personality where you just get along with everybody. I witnessed it myself when you used to be at the high hole every Thursday. And that was where I really got to know you hanging outside the high hole. You're cool, bro. Definitely when I was started to
Then you see how we changed that neighborhood and that community?
we gonna get on that.
I mean, Stooges and I.
Yeah, that was the Stooges, you, me. It was a thing on Facebook where every Friday morning they was looking for them pictures, and that put the Stooges up. Like they was noticed a lot more, and I was noticed a lot more too, and that what made me go off into wedding photography. Yeah, so it opened doors for me a lot. I really appreciate this culture. When I got into it, it was hard. They already had photographers out there. You know how it go, bro. It was hard. I had some old heads that was just trying to run me off the block. Some people just didn't like this something new coming to the scene. But I always knew it was something bigger out there for me. You know what I'm saying? Cats like you, every time I talked to you, I felt the history. I knew that you had a lot to say.
You know, many times we do because, like, when I go back and I think about me and my food, me, as in Bittles with the Vittles and food. You remember Monica Pierre and C.J. Morgan?
Yeah.
You remember when they first started going on air?
Not really. It's just kind of vague.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, not just saying you remember Action Jackson from being around the second line. I hate to say just take it away from that because we still imported the culture because we started like Lundigra with Zulu.
Correct.
And like Monica, when she first started saying my food, she was like, "This is amazing. You're putting so much on there." It's like, are you serious? Someone is going to eat this amount? Just to be like, yeah.
See how you jumped in? And we're not even on, your cooking part yet.
It's just like, you know what? I be trying to bring people back into the time. Because without talking about time, if we will remember the people that we were listening to and following.
It put you back at that time. Yeah. Yeah. So how many, you say you paraded for like about 10 years? And what, was it something that got you out of the culture or it was?
Oh, once Katrina hit, and besides the fact that even though, not to talk negative too much of all the clubs, not only with Perfect, I seen where people were constantly, like I was just explaining to you earlier, people don't want to be loyal. They don't want to be fair.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like me. If that was my club and I know I can't run it correctly anymore, I know I'm lying to people about raffle tickets.
Yeah.
Like with me and my brother, we used to buy the whole book and just give them to people. There go the money.
Yeah.
Because we knew I ain't never saw no TV, man. I ain't never saw none of this stuff, all these stuff.
That's on the raffle ticket.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, we used to, even like to the dances, man, we just pass the tickets out and pay the money.
Yeah. So when you say your brother, who are you referring to when you say your brother?
My brother James.
Okay. All right. So he used to be out.
He was in Perfect also.
Okay. Like older brother or younger brother?
2 years older than me.
Okay. Okay. Did he kind of like guide you into the culture or it was something that y'all got into together?
Like I said, it was a family already. We already had second lines every
So y'all,
day.
because of your family was...
Well, I was gone. I was overseas.
Okay.
So he started second line. He like, man, I said, nigga, well, you ain't tell me you were going second line? He said, you was gone. I just did it. I'm like, oh, all right, that's what's up. So every time I would come home, man, be like, man, come on, man, come on. I'm like, all right. When I'll be gone, sometime I'll just send the money home. Like, man, give him that money.
Yeah.
Give him that money. Be like, come back. Like, all right, when we going to parade? All right. I'm going to be home. Make it home just for the parade or whatever, for both parades.
Yeah.
Like, then once I started seeing where it's like when you go and buy clothes, you know, after I knew the dude Glenn, where we was going to buy the clothes from, he started telling me a lot of things that I used to be picking up on, and I used to be telling him like, look, don't worry about that, Bittles. You're gonna be all right. He gonna charge you the same number we getting. Everybody else gonna get that number. You have to pay that. No, man. I'm gonna sit here and tell my brother go pay for that, and I ain't paying that.
Yeah. Yeah, I see where you're going.
You know what I'm saying? That's my brother, son.
Yeah. Yeah.
So after I went to the head, I ain't even go to the bottom. I went to the head. Like, oh look, we're not gonna have this.
All right.
This is my brother now. These my friends.
Yeah.
What you talking about, man? All right, my nigga. If you want to start understanding, you're gonna understand in a minute.
So, so after them 10 years, you said 10 years parading. Did you have any connections with Indians or?
Indians, like, I mean, a lot of them.
But you never masked Indian.
No, I never masked myself. No.
Okay. No. Yeah, you never that's what I was asking. Like, did you ever? Because a lot of cats dib and dab in different.
Both of them.
Correct.
In both of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I seen that, but like I said, when it go to a different thing to whereas when you was raised in it, you see a different side of it than just being a Mardi Gras Indian.
Yeah. Now we just touched on that.
There's a difference between a Mardi Gras Indian.
Yeah.
And putting paint on.
Well, I think a lot of the old cats that's Indians, how can you, like the new cats that's coming out, that second line, how can you teach them the game like you was taught? If it's not in their family, and say like kid uptown, his family not in the second lines, he see it. He want to be a part of it. But there are rules to this.
Yeah, for you, first of all, the first thing I would teach him is being observant.
Okay.
If you're going to be out here, be observant. Even though you're having fun, keep watching everybody. Not to say that you're watching to steal somebody move or watching to steal anything from anyone. I just want to be observant to see what the next one is doing. So in case of any ugliness, I can see it, and I see the car across the street where they coming from.
Yeah.
It's been times like even to like mornings around on LaSalle and Washington, and I done been right there on the side by the poke, like where you gonna normally see me if I'm up there.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the little dudes ride up Washington Avenue with the passenger doors open, and I tell the girl and the dude over there with the belts, like, look, y'all hold up. Hold your head up. What y'all doing?
Watch that.
They looking at me like, what you talking about, Bittles? I said, listen, man, don't make me be the target.
Be observant.
So the dudes looked at me, the driver looked at me, and he just zoomed on across.
See, I don't see all that. You out there a lot. You out there before the parade starting.
I can remember when people was coming to the second lines on Sunday morning so happy talking about the night before or Friday before, how much fun they had, to the fact when people start changing, when they start coming out there being ugly early in the morning, talking about F this and I'm waiting to see somebody.
So you saw the transition.
Of course.
Yeah.
You can see it in all the people.
Yeah.
At one time you had kids out there early in the morning.
Now that's one thing I love to see, Bittles, is the kids enjoying themselves. That natural footwork that just comes with them. It kind of like it's the next generation. And
Look, you would see a kid leg get stuck. And that's his actual move, you heard me?
Yeah.
That's his actual move. But if you see an older person standing there just like, what is this clown doing? But that's the difference, and that's the most enjoyable part of it, of looking at someone that's actually just listening to music, having fun,
Catch that beat, and it's just
actually having fun.
so. We touched on this on one of my previous podcasts. Second and D. Second and D is like the central part for every uptown club.
Well, you got to think about it. How long that man built that.
Okay.
Not Steve, his father. Not Miss T, her husband. Her husband left her that. Miss T left it to Steve. Generational.
Very, very. Like, that's like a jewel in that area. And when I do the route sheets for secondlines.com, every uptown club stops on Second and D. Some of them start there, but every club gonna make that right there. That's like a staple for uptown.
Well, yeah, because it was such a habit of coming across Louisiana to Newton's to Second and D.
Okay.
Then you make the loop. You go right back around on the Neal.
Okay.
So now we don't have all that. It's a must to go to Second and D.
Yeah. So do you see any kind of noticeable difference, like uptown, how they roll compared to downtown? It's too different.
As far as dancing meaning,
more like just the style, like the way they dress.
I mean, yeah, everybody have a different code.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I mean, like it's funny because I move a little bit different. I mean, I stay the same me today. But when I was the person that always wanted to be that guy, to be looked at, I knew what to put on. I knew how to, you know what I'm saying? So like a lot of those clubs still uptown don't want to change leadership.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, you could talk about some of those clubs, but I'd rather not because, I mean, then you're bringing attention to some of them.
But do you think that don't want to change leadership, do you think that holds the club back?
Yes, because, like, say, for instance, if Mr. Norman was still here, go and forgive the dead, Mr. Norman Dixon.
Okay, YMO.
They don't want others to lead. Even Normie Jr., like, I think he over the 5 or the 6, they have given them leeway. But I still see none of them compared to be like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So like when an Indian opened his vest,
yeah,
he got something inside that vest of that story.
Correct.
And then when you close the vest, it's right back to another story.
Yeah.
So like meaning that like when Perfect took over Uptown, then you had the OG Steppers.
OG Steppers, never heard of them. What it was from?
Uptown.
Uptown.
Teddy, a friend of mine named Teddy.
Okay.
Man, they was the closest ones trying to get to us.
OG Steppers.
Because everybody else, they didn't have, they still wanted to be like YMO and the rest.
So did y'all have like a fall with y'all was young back then?
You could say pretty much young.
Pretty much young, so y'all had that new flavor. Kind of like, when the Stooges came on the scene. They was new. They was young.
Yeah, there was well, you got to think about what brought the Stooges clear. Different from Perfect. I mean, Rebirth being like the style of music. So if Rebirth was still playing just Maze and a few other ones, now I'm gonna play some Sade.
Yeah, switch it up. Yeah.
Instead of me letting clarinet play that part, I'm gonna get that sousaphone a little more time.
Yeah.
And let them hear that.
Yeah.
It's all on the arranger.
Yeah.
So whoever we let go arrange some things, like me, I could go, like when I get ready to do some stuff like fans and stuff like that, I'm going to go sit down with Monk and be like, Monk, how these colors going to look together? No, all right. Leave them here, Bittles. Come back. Then he gonna think about some stuff he got to put on now to bring it out.
So Monk did. So you know how to make your own fans, dude. That's something that you could do.
I mean, people say they can do it,
Uh-huh.
but I don't want mine looking any kind of way, so I'm going to Monk.
All right.
On the real. I mean, like, yeah, all right, I'm going to put some glue right here. Then I got some glue slide hanging all loose and some other stuff looking like I don't want it to look.
Yeah.
I'm that type of person. If I need some mechanic work done, I want that person that do that down.
Yeah. Leave it alone. Let them knock it out.
Yeah, I'm going to pay him what he asked me for.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get what he need in timely manner when he asks me. So that fact that I don't have that problem.
Gotcha.
I want to come outside or pop that bottle.
Uh-huh.
Like I say, when we used to get out the roads, every time the police used to be like, Bittles, if you bust one more bottle.
Come on, dude. Stop saying the rules, bro.
if
Stop saying the rules, dude.
If you bust one more bottle, boy.
That's that sight to see. You know what I'm saying? You put it in I never knew that on Father's Day y'all rolled
Like
up in the
when I come out the
rules.
car, like that door open up, when he opened that door up for me, like my foot, my heel hit that bottle. Gonna hit.
That's what's up.
You know, it's like people, for me, I didn't see many people with glasses until after we started wearing glasses. We used to change our glasses up.
Y'all just change y'all glasses? Wow. Yeah, I definitely got to get Travis on here. I definitely got to get Travis. That's my dude.
Yeah, man. He's a good person, man. He's
Yeah.
good people.
Yeah. So, you quietly transitioned into Bittles with the Vittles. How did
I
that
was
happen?
always Bittles.
You was always?
I was always Bittles. Only people who didn't call me Bittles was from uptown. Out the Cali or the St. Thomas, around the Magnolia, around General Taylor, General Persian, all the way back of town. Everybody know me for Bill.
Okay. And you started off on the second line scene, correct?
I was pretty much already out there, helping the club, doing selling water and cold drinks.
Because right now, dude, you the man.
Thank God.
You got your own flow.
Thank God.
You know, you got your own spots.
Thank God.
It been nights where I'm like, man, where you at? Because I want some wings. You know what I'm saying? You used to drop the pizza with the broccoli on it and yeah. And for everybody, this is Bittles with the Vittles. What it is, hot meat for your mouth. That's him.
Hot meat for your
right
mouth.
here.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you know, look, we could go back before Katrina and right after Katrina. Like I used to have my nephew with me. We used to be walking the lobsters around live at the second line.
I remember you.
People used to be like, wait, what y'all doing with the lobsters? I said, yeah, we waiting for people to buy one and we going to cook it and we going to stuff it. And they used to be like, ooh, you lying.
So you did all that on the grill?
Everything.
Come on, dude.
I changed out. It depends on the people that I'm serving. I can change my menu just like that because I know what type of food they want to eat.
So the menu that you had at High Ho was not the menu that you had uptown?
Pretty much so, because at that time, you got to remember when we first started going to the High Ho, we was at the rock bottom. With Rebirth. So being like when all that started transpiring, and Stu just started coming up there at Rebirth.
So wait. So look, Mr. Garfield told me a story, and I don't know if you witnessed it. And he said it happened at the rock bottom.
You're not listening.
And he said that they went in there one night.
They didn't go in there.
They didn't go in there?
They stood outside the door by the grill. And they just started blowing while Rebirth was playing.
You now it's a fact. Because you witnessed it.
I mean, a lot of people, the only reason people won't tell you the truth is because they are more in love with one than the other.
But he did tell me that the following Sunday, Rebirth and how they got back, and they just took their lick, you know.
I mean, you got to.
Yeah.
You got to.
So they actually went in up stayed outside of rock bottom, and it went there with the intention to
Bring
blow
the
at.
people outside. Bring the people outside. I mean, it's to blow while you are doing your act. You doing your act. I come up, and I got people hearing a different song outside. Oh, that's a band outside. Oh, hold up.
And that's how it went. And that's when the Stooges, that's when they first started. It was kind of like.
Pretty much so, yeah.
Yeah. So they kind of like got their name.
Right after the free agents broke up, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because that's where Garfield came from.
He touched on that. And I got a call from Ejo, and Ejo said, I got to come tell my side of the story.
Hey, man, I was right there. So Ejo.
Yeah, so you witnessed it.
On a Sunday, we was on Galvin Street. Right there, I forgot what's the name of it is. Galvis, right before you get to the Greenway.
Okay.
I forgot the name of that little ball.
And that's what, yeah.
That's when the last of really the free agent.
That was the last of the free agent, and the Stooges kind of like.
Start coming back
boom,
together.
Boom. I love just to witness these small brass bands kind of like build and blow up. Like when Big Six was not Big Six.
Well, Big Six was who?
Stooges.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was the Stooges.
And before they were Big Six, who they was? TBC.
TBC.
They left the Stooges and formed TBC.
Yeah. So all of it kind of like derived from.
And who's still there? Eric.
And if you VIP, did you see the Stooges come together for VIP parade?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, they had the old school Stooges there.
Yeah.
That was refreshing.
Yeah.
Just to see all of them play. Right. It kind of like the music brought you back to how it used to be. Because it's a different type of music now.
It's very much so because they're not playing songs with love. You know, you listen to the radio, you listen to all this music now, it's about gunna.
Boom, 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 boom.
You know, so if we could erase some of that stuff, that stigma would go away. You know, if we spread more love and play the love songs, you know, your kids will stay happy and don't be thinking about.
But that's the songs that Stooges play was more like a chorus, and everybody on the sidewalk was singing it. Like we just don't have that no more.
Because you're not playing the music.
Correct. So, do you catch every second line, bro? You got a spot for every second line that you
Pretty much so. Every second line, I'm pretty much traditionally in the same spot.
The same spot. Yeah.
I mean, if you go to Broad, if you're going in the whole back there, for Parade and Parade, I'm gonna stay right there by Delta World.
And that's where you gonna be at, and that's you don't do too much moving, huh?
Not no more. At one time before Katrina, I used to like catch the beginning, then catch close to the end. You know, then at one time I started realizing when the people started changing, like people wasn't eating in the morning. They would eat like after they got them a drink or ran a couple of blocks or so after the first stop. That's like around the first stop, that's when they'll start eating because, you know, once you start, you got maybe like 4, 5, 6 blocks or so. It depends on who parading.
Correct.
So it would probably be like 4, 5, 6 blocks by then. They'll be like, yeah, I'm ready now.
Yeah, give me some of that. Another thing, I don't know how Perfect did it, and I would want to get some history on this. When guys come out, and ladies, in one outfit, and maybe like after 2 stops, they change into another outfit.
I mean, I applaud everybody that do that. But me,
did Perfect just came out in that one outfit?
You know, we had the room. We left his stuff in the room, a big old conference room. Overnight that day, like that Saturday, we all in the hotel all day doing different stuff.
Oh, okay.
We had our own conference room, and if anybody wanted to really get a room, they even offers us that with the conference room. Like, boom.
Okay.
We're in there all day until that morning, till it's time to come out that door.
All right. There's no changing.
No change. I mean, like I said, that's you, but me, once I hit, you know, it's just like once you leave home, You feel good about yourself.
Yeah.
I done checked the mirror twice.
Pew pew.
Look, my chain hitting right. All right, let's go.
We good. We 100.
Yeah, I got my brim
We
on.
don't need to change this.
My feathers going in the right direction.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I ain't changing no indeed. No, we ain't got time for that.
I would like to know where that started at. I'm from Carrollton, and
I want to say it started. I think it actually started somewhere uptown.
somewhere uptown.
Yeah, because you had Revolution doing it. You had oh Lord, before Revolution was doing it was somebody else. I think Original Steppers did it a couple of times, and I think the Calio did that one time.
It's like the build up. Yeah,
When you go to thinking about back in the days, who was doing it, you know, like they're the ones that had to bring two different outfits to prove, like they felt like they had to prove something.
yeah.
Like once I come out in my colors, now I can see like if I changed, I kept the same color scheme with a little more buffer than when I came out the first time. Then I did something.
Yeah. It look. Revolution I remember Revolution when I started doing photography.
The full used to change.
Original full.
The full used to change too.
All right.
You know, so those different little clubs like that put that on people. That's why a few clubs that still do it is them.
Yeah. It's them that broke off into
Like you say, like you think about the full. Kevin Dunn not parading no more. It's only Cuz. So Cuz
Wendell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he just doing it by himself. So I don't think he changed no more.
Oh no.
I don't think he do that.
I think he ride the float now. I believe the whole parade. I think he ride the float.
Oh, okay. I thought he did still dress up and stuff.
He
like
dress up, but he
all right.
he he can't walk the whole parade.
Right.
This year he had the troop on the float with him. Yeah, he came out at Armstrong Park.
Right. Yeah. That's the original spot.
What you think about all the sub clubs that's coming out? Like the new, there's a lot of them.
It's all right. It's all right. And I understand like you got to start somewhere now, being at the city, feeling like it's overwhelming for them. You know what I'm saying? Because what you really have to think about is, like even us on Father's Day when it used to rain on us, we still paraded.
Y'all still paraded in the rain.
So
and the band still played and the people still was out there.
So it's a different people though.
Yeah.
It's a different group of people.
Yeah.
You know, these people, they gonna run to their car like like serious. Just imagine, you know, like they unbutton his shirt, he ain't got nothing but a t-shirt, you know, an A-shirt on your head, but his shirt just slinging in the rain.
Yeah.
And you got somebody standing right down the side with a beer in their hand, just like, come
Rolling.
on, big brother, let's go. Come on, big brother, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all that makes that.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not just somebody saying they're a second liner. The second liner is really the person on the sidewalk.
Okay.
You're just in an organization.
You're not the second line. It's the people that make up the sidewalk and behind the band is the second line. Yeah. Now you putting it on.
You putting the act on.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
Now what show you do?
Yeah, that's your part. Yeah.
Let's go. It's your turn. It's your turn to shine.
It makes a lot of sense. A lot.
Right. That's why you pay the money.
So, back in the day, this is another thing that I heard. And you're a part of this too. A lot of clubs stopped at the bars to bring patrons to the bars. And eventually the bars kind of like faded away. Now because gentrification, but vendors done not took over, but they bring more a variety of like you bring a variety of food more than just a bar is gonna bring.
Correct.
And it to me the second lines is growing, definitely needed, no doubt.
Me, if I was a bar owner, if I wasn't really interested in the people worrying about the people that's outside, I would do something more myself.
Correct.
You know, to make sure that the people that I bring there,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to entertain them.
There we go.
See, Papa Joe was a smart man. Papa Joe didn't worry about that second line coming to his club too
So
much.
what club was Papa Joe over? What club are you referring to?
Papa Joe used to be in the 6th wall.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he used to be in the 6th wall down the street. You had Kim Charbonnet on one corner, and Papa Joe was on the other end.
Gotcha.
See, like where you see the Fat Square, which they made a museum.
The
Backstreet
the
Museum.
the new Backstreet Museum.
Right. That was Kim old bar.
Kim Charbonnet?
Yeah.
Never knew that.
Papa Joe was right down the street.
Okay. All right. That's something new to me. I knew once I get you on here, bro, you're gonna open up about a lot of stuff that I didn't know about. That's why I was like, every time I see you, I'm like, Vittles, I gotta get you. I gotta get you over here to talk, baby.
Yep, sure. I mean, there's a lot of stuff we could continue to go into, and like, man, with the second line stuff, is so far. It goes so far.
It do.
It passes me up really. But I'm so thankful that I had that thought and that I seen something before. Like when I used to be overseas, and like people used to be like, "Man, you talking about you quitting? I heard you quitting, West. Yeah, I'm about to get away from this crazy stuff." Like, well, what you gonna go home and do, man? I'm gonna start some kind of food business. I'm gonna go back into the food, do something.
Look at you.
And they used to be like, "Man, you gonna stop making this money? You serious?"
Look at you now.
Look, and guess what? Every time I see one of them, like, "Oh, Wes, boy, you did that." Wes, I ain't lying. You let all that money go, but you still out here.
But it's the culture though.
Right.
They like when I left to do wedding photography, like when I came back, it's like I didn't miss a beat.
It's always look, they looking for you, the people.
Yeah.
See, it still go right back again to the people.
Yeah.
And what the people want. So no matter how they try and gentrify us and how they try and change things in front of us, guess what? I didn't have police be tripping. Man, y'all better get from Bob Bittles, man. I'm getting my food before he leave. Y'all can rush him all y'all want to talk about he got to go, but I'm getting mine. Now what you going to arrest me? I have women be like that standing right there like, yeah, man, y'all better go ahead, man. I ain't got to talk to the police. They be tripping.
No,
like,
this.
You know, we had that, but I'm just saying how they go back into how they misuse our culture.
Yeah.
They ready to shut our culture down at
Quick.
any point in time that they want to.
Quick, bro. Quick. And this is my thing when I deal with Bittles. I give him my money at the beginning of the night. I give him my money at the beginning of the night, so when the first break, my food is sitting on the side. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That's what I do. So look, Bittles, what I want to do is I call this the New Orleans state of mind. And I'm going to call out 2 words and you pick one.
Yes, sir.
You ready? First one, etouffee or jambalaya?
I would go with the jambalaya.
Jambalaya. Filet or okra gumbo?
Filet.
Blue Runner or camellia beans?
Oh, Lord. We never did the can from uptown. We don't do the can.
So look, they are still selling at Walmart. Somebody is buying them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, because all the people that's not from this culture, they come and buy what they get.
Yeah.
And they used to that up north.
I know the answer for this one, but I'm still going to ask you, uptown or downtown?
Wherever they want to put me at, it don't matter.
Bittles say wherever they put them at. High school.
George Washington
Cover, baby. French braid or bun?
It depends on, like, and I like that new, that bruschetta bread. I like that new sweet bun bread.
I like that, but that wine bread, that what you talking about? Yeah, I like that too.
You know, Sara Lee got one, and you got the bruschetta got one.
Yeah.
You know, I put my turkey burgers on there. I put them little stackers. I make them little turkey burgers, but I like that, and I put 3 on top of it with cheese.
See, that's what I'm talking about. This dude doing turkey burgers. Come on, bro.
I was doing crabs and seafood on the grill before people started eating.
See, pushing the game. You pushing it forward.
Look, I used to be right there on Broad in St. Bernard, And look, believe me, my partner would go crabbing. He'll come there like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Drop them off.
Bittles, I don't want these. What you want to do with them? I'm about to crack them open. My partner used to be like, what you going to do with them, B? We going to put them on the grill. Watch they burn. Scrape the dead man off. Look, they still watching on the light. Look, he's still breathing, B. I said, yeah, he got a time watch. When his hands start turning orange, then you know he going to stop.
You can't tell him all your secrets, B. You can't tell him all your secrets.
Hey, look, listen. I would love to just enlighten some of them.
Yeah.
Because some people don't have the knowledge that I have, and I know that. No matter how sometimes we all act ignorant.
But they got to be open to receiving.
True.
Yeah. I would love to pass on everything, but some cats just don't want to receive it.
Listen.
No, before you go, let's finish doing.
All right.
We got shrimp or oyster pool boy.
Shrimp. Either one, though. I'm good with either one, yeah. I'm good with either one. Snowball
or frozen cup?
They don't make good frozen cups no more. I used to like the ones with the quarters and the dimes in them. Give me a snowball.
No. You gotta get the ones with the pineapple chunks in it.
Oh yeah. You remember they used to put the mixed fruits in there?
Yeah. All right. We got Canal Street or the mall.
I enjoy Canal Street.
Canal Street used to be the spot.
Go to Pennyland.
Ooh.
Go get my belt. Go get me some hush puppies.
All on Canal Street.
On a Sunday.
That's when it's kind of quiet on a Sunday.
Because it was open. Pennyland was open. The penny shop was open. You know what I'm saying? By the time you go to the show, if you go to the Gallo, you come on Canal Street, go around the corner to the RPM or the Lowe's. You had a good time. By the time 7 o'clock, come and make you look good. But leave before you go in Pennyland, because you're going to spend all your money in Pennyland.
Pew, 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 pew.
All your money going in Pennyland. You don't go buy what you're supposed to buy before you go in there.
Crystal or Tabasco?
I go with Tabasco.
Or you're a Who Dat?
Yeah, I'm a Who Dat fan, of course.
You're supposed to say that with some,
Yeah, I'm just kind of upset right now the way they're going.
Hey, look, it's a stage that we going through. We gotta go through it.
Real talk.
Yeah, we gotta go through it.
Because we gotta get rid of Dennis and his quarterback.
Don't get her started, and don't get me started. We having a good day. You know what I'm saying? The next one is Super Sunday or St. Joseph night.
I would prefer St. Joseph.
You do the St. Joseph night. And the last one, now you are a New Orleans native. You've been everywhere, uptown, downtown, West Bank, back of town, you name it. Lower Ninth Ward. Spell Chapatulas.
I used to spell Chapatulas, 4421, right across the street.
So you have no problem spelling it, then, huh? So you got to run it for me, baby.
TCHOUIC.
We gonna leave it alone.
Yeah,
we gonna leave it alone.
TLOUS.
So look, Bittles, look, man, I appreciate it. You coming through and showing love. That means a lot to me. Coming from you.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? You're like a legend in this game, and you're still here laying down rules. You can catch Bittles at every second line. Uptown, you would be. Where you go at for the Uptown second line?
This all depends who's second line in.
But for the most, you probably be on Claiborne and Washington.
Yeah, LaSalle and Washington.
Yeah.
Like if it's going toward Carrollton, or they're going to end before they get to Carrollton, they're going to end at Jazz It Up. Majority of the time, if they mixed up and don't know where they're going, I can stand right there by Chicken and Watermelon.
Well, you can catch them at every second line. With one of the best grills out there, always smoking. Matter of fact, let your nose, just follow your nose, and it's going to bring you right to Bittles with the Vittles, hot meat for your mouth. What it is again?
Bittles with the Vittles, Mr. Hot Meat for your mouth.
There we go. I appreciate you, Bittles. And we definitely going to have to do a part 2, bro, because I know you got a lot more.
Yeah, we ain't even talk about my history.
Oh.
How I became Bittles with the Vittles. You heard me? Where Bittles with the Vittles came from, you heard me?
You know something? How did Bittles with the Vittles become?
Well, I used to me and my mama closed up her beauty salon across the river. Two of them she had.
Where across the river?
She had one on Tech, and then she had one across from the Four Stop big.
I think it's up in Algiers.
Yeah, right down Jeremiah.
Yeah.
My auntie named Carolyn Marshall, she run all that over there with the beauty salon stuff. But we closed that up. We came over here in 79 in the 9th Ward.
Okay.
We started cleaning up down the seafood on St. Claude in Poland.
Okay.
We cleaned that up, opened up down the seafood in 1980. We ran that for some years. Then we bought Hank Seafood.
So you come from cooks. That's in your blood.
That's my mom and my daddy.
Didn't know that. I didn't know that.
You know, we had a line of stores. So, like, when people ask me all the time about, man, you need to get a store.
You had that.
I've been in jail all my life.
That's what's up. That's what's up. A lot of New Orleans history right here.
Yeah, a lot of people know, especially downtown, they know.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people from uptown, like Big Angie, she been around me all my life.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Even though she out the St. Thomas, we've been around her since she couldn't get off the porch.
So she's about Angie's Divine Ladies?
Yeah.
So she's out the St. Thomas. She's not out the Calio?
She might reside in
the Calio, but she's originally from the St. Thomas.
Hey, Jubilee.
Gotcha.
Jubilee.
Gotcha. Before you step out them doors, bro, I definitely want you to sign the bench, because we're gonna come kind of like reserve this in history, bro.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, baby.
Hey, man, God bless you. You heard me.
Cool.